been getting some advice, having some of my closest colleagues look at my videos and give me their thoughts, give me their opinions. And one of the things that was brought up to me is that my personality, the way that he knows me, the way that I interact with him, it's his opinion that it doesn't really come across on the camera. I mean, he was being nice about it, but what he was really saying was, I'm boring. And I hate boring. Boring is the last thing that I want to do. Boring is the last thing that I want to be. Am I being boring? If I am, I absolutely, positively, with no room for doubt whatsoever, do not want to be boring. So I'm a faith-based communicator. It's what I do for a living. It's more than a job for me, more than a career. It's a passion, something that I have loved to do all of my life. And boring as a communicator, especially a public speaking communicator, is just horrible. I never want to be boring, but I'm also an artist and a musical artist at that. And so boring is doubly problemsome for me. I never want to be boring. And I think boring has a lot of implications. It might be the content. It might be the quality of video or audio recording. Boring might be the inability to translate passion and excitement in real life onto the camera or into Pro Tools or whatever device that you're using to do the recording. Boring doesn't have to be an indication of who you are as a person. It just might mean that you're not capturing for others to experience your joy and your excitement about a subject. And I'm learning that even words of encouragement, ideas of encouragement and blessing can still come across as disingenuous and boring if somehow, some way, I'm not capturing that passion when I share it with you. What I'm saying is I don't want to be boring. Maybe boring is in the eyes of the beholder or the listener. And I am choosing to look at it more objectively than that. What I want to capture for you, what I want to introduce to you, what I want to affirm in you as I talk about these ideas, as I share places where I have coffee, where I interact with people who are living real life, and some of them having victories and others not so much. They're struggling, or it's been a long time since they've had a victory. What I want to do is to avoid as much as I possibly can hindering that message or filtering that encouragement or stopping short of what I believe or basically not being myself. I don't want to be boring. And if it's subjective, then I'm the one that needs to determine what boring is and what it isn't. And I'm going to keep asking my buddies to give me their thoughts and their opinions as they look at this channel and as they consider my ponderings over coffee. So here's the rule. Passion, yes. Authenticity, yes. Boring, no. Well, I'm an artist, and being an artist should tell you right away that the look and feel and the sound and the lighting and everything that is a part of the display of the shot or the organization and arrangement of a song, all of that is important to me. But I'm not a perfectionist. I don't believe that there's such a thing as the perfect song. Or even in my limited growing experience with video recording, I don't think there is such thing as a perfect shot. I think you do the very best that you can and call it done. I mean, at some point the shot has to be finished, right? At some point the song needs to be finished. Otherwise, there's this sense that I'm constantly rehearsing and I never actually get on the stage and perform. So I've been thinking about that as well. I mean, sometimes there are happy accidents that occur. I'm like, wow, I wasn't expecting that shot. I wasn't expecting birds to show up. You know, I wasn't expecting people to video bomb me while I was trying to do something. And so I think about that too. Some of those happy accidents can add some color and texture and flavor to the video, and it makes it less boring. But those are the unplanned accidents, some things that just happen in the flight of the recording. But I also want to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence when I think about content or a subject matter, or if I'm feeling a certain kind of way and I want to express that. I'd love for you to take that journey with me. I'd love for you to experience what I'm experiencing, feel what I'm feeling, maybe think through some things that I'm thinking through. But what I don't want is to do something or say something or have the recording itself be a hindrance to the message. That I don't want. So there's a little riverbed here. It's dry and it's filled with rocks. And I thought it would be cool to walk over here and sit on a rock and talk about this a little bit. And it's my way of trying to be less boring, trying to give you an experience that is not just a video recording on YouTube, but it's also a part of the journey of me thinking through what might be a truth from a guy that wasn't trying to hurt my feelings. He was just answering my question. So what do you think about my videos? And when he was done, I thought, I think I'm boring. I gotta do something about that. Let me give you another example of what I mean. I spent a lot of time thinking about the location of where I'm going to videotape something. I mean, I spent a lot of time. And lately I have felt like I was in a rut, like I was stuck on parks, places with lots of grass and flowers and trees and that kind of thing. And I've looked over the last 100 videos and I wondered, man, I'm spending all of this time checking out locations and trying to be creative and offer variety on the locations of where I shoot video. Why am I still coming across as boring? What about what I'm doing shows a lack of passion? So I'm recording one shot while looking at these bumblebees. I don't know if I'm capturing this or not. I'm a little bit nervous. But it has occurred to me, maybe I'm spending too much time trying to figure out the location and not enough time being as passionate as I possibly can about what I'm doing here. Because I love doing this. Shouldn't you love everything that you're doing as well? If not, it's not really worth doing, is it? I don't think so. So there you have it. This is my attempt to start a new expression of videoing not just content that's encouraging, well-intentioned encouragement, but also thinking a little more intentionally about being less boring. I'm not saying try to be cute about it. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is there's levels to this thing called life. There really are. There's survival and there is abundance. And Ponderings over Coffee is about encouraging you to live the abundant life. So that's where I'm at today. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm pondering, and that is what I'm inviting you to continue to journey with me on that path. This is harder than I thought, but I'm having some fun. We might as well have some fun together. Yeah.